Hello everybody, this is Kamakshi. Welcome to my safe space. I am new here. If you're also new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I know that I'm helping you in some way and I should continue. Now, we talk all things makeup here and today we're going to talk everything about foundations. Basically, I'm going to share everything, all the tips and tricks that works for me when it comes to foundations. So let's get into the video. So the first step is moisturizer as usual. I'm taking my Simple Light Hydrating Moisturizer. Take any moisturizer that you regularly use. Your skin just needs to feel really plumped and nourished and moisturized before you start your makeup. So that's the goal. When you're using any kind of cream product or something you use with your hands, make sure to warm it up a little bit like this between your fingers before you put it on your face. What it does is it thins out the product a little bit, which makes it more blendable and easier to use. It even get absorbed in your skin really well when you do this. So yeah, there's a tip for you. Now I'm going to use a little eye cream under my eyes, around my eyes. The area around your eyes is the most sensitive area on your face. That's why it needs a little more love. Why do we use these third fingers around our eyes? Because these have the least pressure in our hands, and as the area around our eyes is very delicate, we need to be very gentle with it. That's why we use these fingers. I've heard a lot of people say that my makeup gets really cakey or really dry or patchy or gray around my eyes. One of the reasons could be not taking care of your under eyes. Now I'm going to take a primer. This is the Nykaa Prep Me Up primer and prime my face really well before I do my foundation. You know, the things we do before our foundation matters as much, even more, than the things we do with our foundation. Think about that. Taking my primer, going very gently but generously around the whole face. Never ever skip your primer, even if you're just gonna do a little blush and lipstick. Do not put any sort of makeup product on your skin without prepping it up as much as you can, because you know the products we use these days are strong. They're supposed to stay on your face the whole day. They're supposed to do a lot of things, right? And if you put all those products, all those foundations and makeup products on your skin without prepping your skin for all of that heaviness, it's not gonna go for a long time. You're not gonna work for a long time. So yeah, prepping up is really important. Now I'm taking my Faces Canada Ultime Pro Makeup Fixer. I'm gonna spray it all over my face before I do my foundation. Why? Why did I spray my fixing spray, my setting spray on my face without even doing my foundation before doing my foundation? The reason behind is, if you do this, it's gonna give your foundation a really sticky base to actually stick on and stay on for a long time. Okay, so one trick that has been the biggest game changer for my foundation would be mixing a very tiny drop of a really warm foundation like this into my regular foundation. I mentioned this in my last video as well. I'm gonna say it again. Try this and tell me how it worked for you. Take your regular foundation, then add a really tiny drop of a really warm foundation like this one into your regular foundation. Just this much. Mix it really well. Do your foundation and tell me how it worked for you. This works amazing for me, and I want to know if it works for you as well. The reason behind doing this is, When you add a little warmth to your regular foundation, what it does is, without adding a lot of product to your face, you can just conceal and make your face of one single color, and that's all we need. We don't need layers and layers of makeup. We just want to make our skin look of one single color. I personally do not mind any color, like I'm fine with any color, but I just need one single color on my whole body and I'm okay with that. So by doing this, the need of putting a lot of product to conceal every little spot and every little patch of discoloration, the need of doing all of that, the need of actually adding a lot of product to all of those areas just minimizes by just adding a little warmth to your foundation. So why not? Also, I did the exact same thing I did with my moisturizer. I warmed it up with my fingers. Just this much is enough now. I don't need to put on like a lot of products. For me personally, adding a tiny drop of a warm foundation just eliminates the need of using any kind of color correctors or spot conceal, you know. Now, as much as you think you need a lot of product to conceal and to correct and to even tone your skin, do it in steps. Don't just put a lot of product on your face and then just blend. Don't do that. Take tiny amounts of products, blend it all over. By doing this, you save a lot of product. And whenever you're blending your foundation, you just go in dabbing motions. You don't need to drag your beauty blender. Also, try to avoid as many Instagram trends as you can. I mean, I don't even want to be subtle about this. 90% of Instagram makeup trends are just pure bullshit. Pure bullshit. You don't need to put on like 100 layers of makeup on your face. If you want to do it for fun. But know that you don't need it. Now, what are the mistakes you can avoid making while you're doing your foundation? One, do not go over your eyebrows. You don't need that. Don't just put foundation on your eyebrows. I've seen a lot of people doing this and it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, and it's not needed. Also, you do not need to put a lot of foundation or concealer on the lids of your eyes. These are some little things that makes your makeup look really natural and not really made up. Also, if you noticed, I did not put foundation directly under my eyes. I just put foundation on my cheeks, then I blended it, and then I blended under my eyes with whatever was left on my beauty blender. I did not put foundation directly under my eyes. Why? Because when you put foundation directly under your eyes and then you're gonna go do your concealer, it just unnecessary layers of makeup. I mean, your foundation here is really not required when you're obviously going to do your concealer after your foundation. So it just builds up layers, and these layers are the reason a lot of times your makeup can look really like patchy or heavy under your eyes. So the key behind having the most flawless looking under eyes is putting really less product and just blending whatever you're putting in. That's what is the key. So this is how a foundation looks. Very natural, very subtle, very skin-like. So as we're done with the foundation, I'm just gonna go quickly do the rest of my makeup and come back.